Hello, welcome back to the Tarot Closet, and welcome if you are new to the channel. My name is Christine. You might already know that, but if you don't, it's nice to meet you, and I'm glad you're here, and I hope you're having a good day wherever you are in the world. And what's already going on here, because the camera's on. I'm in before the camera's on, but my throat chakra, are you hearing this? Everything was fine, I thought. Okay. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, ... Welcome to another Aries Tarot. Aries love tarot, love reading messages from your person. A reading where we're going into thoughts, feelings, intentions, what you might need to know, hear, or don't see coming, moves, all of that. Let's go right in. I just want to remind you that the playlists are linked in the video description below and on the playlist tab above. You'll find your playlist there. You'll also find you'll find all 12 zodiac signs there. All signs tarot, love tarot. If you are twin flame readings, and they are back. And remember, if you hear, see, suspect my content anywhere in any way, shape, or form, but here on my verified channel on YouTube, it means somebody is taking it. Keep those emails coming. You can reach me also in the video description, as well as the About Me page. Thank you so much, and thank you to all of you that have been writing me. I really appreciate it. Let's go. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors. Please show us what we need to see for Aries. Please show us the cards. Aho. Interesting how they're coming out. Whoa, Aries. You're waiting for someone. And by the way, this is your energy. It's the Two of Wands. And it's in reverse. Aries and Mars energy. Yeah, there's issues with somebody what? Coming here with the truth. Justice is here. And it's in reverse, and it's right in the partnership placement. Aries, this is Libra energy, Venus, and by the way, it is connected to the heart chakra. Very interesting where this person's energy is quite strong is the Page of Cups. Look at the fox sort of looking back here, and you see our two crows sort of connected, but like what's going on, you know? This can sometimes be an immature energy or like somebody trying to figure something out, like a new beginning. And that does feel like that's what's going on here, because look what else is here. It's the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody who's struggling around commitment. And this is just really super clear. One of the things that I'm hearing as well, that's also just coming through, pun intended, loud and clear, is also around feelings. You know, the emotional energy in our Page of Cups. Justice around the truth. Could be also around a karmic situation. I mean, it's right here with the Two of Pentacles. Somebody you're waiting on who's struggling. So one of those pentacles is yours. What's the other pentacle? Could be person, place, thing, of course. But it's also been pretty loud and clear for me around waiting here and the Justice energy in reverse. So I'm wondering also if it's around feelings or feelings about the future. There's more to go. There's more for sure going on here. So let's continue digging in. The Hermit. The Magician, by the way, as you probably can see, is in your overall energy today. This deck that I chose for you here at the Tarot Closet. The Magician, of course, has access to everything here. And look what's going on in our... Look what's going on in the energy here today. We can see the sword, we can see the cup, the pentacle, the wand. And there's also an octopus here. And there's a key next to the octopus. Well, the octopus lives at the bottom of the ocean, the deepest, the water. Excuse me, here we go, the feelings, and there's the key. So for a lot of you, and it might be both, it is really clear around those feelings, around the truth. The Magician has the ability to get focused and make some things happen. Has all the elements right there. And by the way, it is connected to the throat chakra, which is not surprising to me at all. Also, just the Hermit here, Virgo and Mercury. Mercury, by the way, also here in the Magician, is here in the Hermit energy. The planet of the mind and communication, but a validation that I feel like this is where you are. So whether there's a pause or a break, or you're not talking to somebody because things kind of fell apart here, this is definitely that energy of like a pause and going in and getting clarity, truth. The Star is here in reverse. The Devil is in reverse. The Ten of Cups is in reverse. The Chariot is in the upright. The King of Cups is here. Okay. So it's definitely around, well, there's a couple of things here. It is around feelings. That much is really clear. But I'm also seeing here, connecting to our Two of Pentacles in reverse, is the Devil in reverse. More major arcana energy. Like, I'm going to move the cards up a little. The bigger picture energy here. And I do like the reversal energy because that is coming out of shadow and ego energy. So I just want to validate, should that be the case, even connecting, come on cards, to our King of Cups here, by the way, in the upright, if there is some kind of vice that has kind of put things where they are, like things have fallen apart for that reason, and somebody can't choose, or they don't want to stop doing something or let something go. That is here. It's really specific, but it is here. The Three of Cups is in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune is in reverse, okay. So it is stuck. Knight of Wands. Now, I do want to validate as well if it's around somebody physical and or platonic. And it's like, well, how do you feel on a deeper level? Literally. What's the truth? Or how do you feel about the future? How do you feel about this? Because I do feel like there's something here somebody does need to make a decision around. But should that be around a platonic and or physical, maybe even a distance energy for you, it is here. And I do see the Chariot and our upright energy in the Magician, which I like because that is an alchemizing energy. And also the possibility for a new beginning, like somebody coming in, I feel like, with communication. There could be literal travel as well here with the Chariot. It's also connecting to the communication for me. The Moon in Cancer energy. And in order to get that Chariot moving, you've got to get the emotional blocks out of the way. And a lot of that, well, that's here. And it's also those being removed and getting the truth from this person. Who is this? I mean, look at this. The Page of Cups is connected to the Ten of Cups in reverse. Had you built a life together? Were you building it? Was it on the table? Did something fall apart or pause? Because that's definitely a conflicting kind of energy, and things having stopped or they haven't been moving forward, and the Chariot is right on there. And that so is the King of Cups, not our major arcana energy. Nonetheless, it's right in between the Magician and the Ten of Cups in reverse. So what happened here, you need some truths about, moving forward is are we moving forward or are we not? The Death card is here. Okay? Here's the thing about the Death card, though. I just want to also validate the Three of Cups in reverse, the Death card, Two of Pentacles in reverse, the Devil in reverse, and again, even our King of Cups. If any of this is connected to some kind of vice, energy here, shadow, vice, money, connecting with the cups, whatever, that's really validating as well around what really needs to change around this person. There may have been a conflicting conversation that's already happened. I feel like there is still one ahead. And not everybody's here in real time. You're here when you're feeling pulled to it. Trust the timing. But I do want to bring it forward that, yes, we are in the pre-energy of Mercury retrograde. What are we now? About 6 or 7 days out or coming from there? Getting to it. And it's a little bit different this time around, but it's still that energy where things like showing up or a message or a conversation you weren't expecting is going down. And I do feel like it's being initiated by the person who is coming through here, Aries. And that's the other thing I want to validate. Now it's going to be really specific. Should that be the case? Yeah, look. So also the Ten of Pentacles, or the King of Pentacles in reverse with the Chariot. So this is definitely around the commitment energy and feelings. But I want to validate if that energy of what needs to change is connected possibly around to some major changes, like somebody needing to complete a karmic situation, pay off some karmic debts here in Justice in reverse. Paperwork, people, whatever. That is also here. Because, and I do feel like there's definitely a stuck energy here, and that's the other thing. The Hermit is in the upright. And when we come out of the Hermit, we move into the Wheel of Fortune, which, as you can see here, is in reverse. And that is a stuck energy. So it's kind of like still being in the Hermit energy, you know, not coming out of that yet. It's definitely it's definitely a stuck energy. But the thing about the Wheel of Fortune that I do like is it doesn't stay in reverse. You know, that's the cycles of life. It's always spinning around. But it's the major arcana energy, bigger picture, which is real clear because it's connected to that Two of Wands in reverse, which is this energy of someone you're waiting on and it's just kind of fell apart. And the Star in reverse. Aquarius energy. And it's a validation for me around timing, around this person. Maybe some shadow ego kind of energy connecting to the Devil card. But what's really coming through for me, and it's been coming through since it came down, by the way, the Page of Swords is here, is also like not talking about it or not responding. And that's a lot of what this is about. I mean, it's a bigger picture than that, but at the very least, knowing. My gosh. Yeah. So, by the way, that King of Pentacles in reverse, somebody who clearly didn't follow through. It's just really validating also here with this Ten of Cups in reverse, which I also want to validate if that's connecting with a third-party situation. Well, will not be for everyone, but if that is your situation, I think they say situationship now. Makes me feel so old. But there you have it. If that's connecting for you, that is also here, you know, around what you're waiting for. And perhaps a validating energy of things moving. The Chariot, the Ten of Cups in reverse in that respect. So the King of Wands is also in reverse. And yeah, King of Wands, look at this. King of Wands in reverse connected to our King of Cups in the upright, our Master of Emotions. Three of 4 kings under our Emperor are here, and the lack of being ready or courage here around the feelings about maybe what's going on. Well, about what's going on with the two of you, feelings, future energy, plans that fell apart. But again, for some of you, it might be connecting to the other pentacle. Put it that way. And it could even be there's distance here. But that King of Pentacles energy in reverse too, of like not being ready, not following through. Ace of Swords is in reverse. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy. That's definitely like somebody in their head. Kind of some blocks there. It's connected also to the Three of Cups in reverse, and I got to bring this through. Again, when these specific messages come through, it's because somebody needs to hear it. If that's connecting to that Devil energy around advice, person, place, thing, money, what is it? Not being honest with you and causing some discord, and really, for all intent and purpose, not being honest with themselves. My gosh, Aries. Yeah. The Nine of Pentacles is in reverse. So was it here in the upright? You know, 1 pentacle shy of the Ten of Pentacles, the long-term energy. Because this is really validating around things like stopping. That's just been really clear for me what you're waiting on. Look at this right here with the Two of Wands. Who has the other pentacle? The Two of Pentacles does, and it's in reverse, and they're struggling with this commitment energy. King of Pentacles. So that's clear what this is ultimately about. But the specifics, I'm not always privy to all the specifics. In fact, a lot are coming in, but it's going to be specific to you, I want to say. The Three of Swords is here, and it's here with the High Priestess in reverse. This is like a kind of a cloudy energy. It's a blocked energy. The High Priestess connecting to the third eye chakra, of course, the self-awareness. So is the Hermit, and so is the Death card. And interestingly, look, they're both here, and everything is stuck here. It's like kind of not even about you to change it. But the Wheel of Fortune is right in the middle of that. It's stuck. It's like this person. Are you here? Are you in an energy of separation? Maybe for some of you, could it be leading to that permanently or leading to that yes? Could it also be connecting again to a third-party situation that needs to complete? Paperwork, justice in reverse, a decision, you know? Yeah, of course. It can even be that something is being decided in another whole situation that's not even a decision of yours or theirs, you know? But back to what you were waiting for, and where you are, I feel like it's definitely a blocked energy here in the High Priestess in reverse. Not really trusting one's intuition, gut instincts in terms of where things are going, you know? So I do want to validate this energy around, if you can see each other, party, gathering, that sort of thing. There being quite an emotional energy here. Yeah, conversation, communication. It could also be coming in again by way of a text message, you know, via phone, and as we say in Austria, SMS message, email, social media, whatever. And a rewind, what I want to say before I'm bringing in your oracle, Aries. This is your reading. And we're also looking at the Magician and your overall energy, the Chariot here. Now the Major Arcana energy and the Death card, all in the upright, and also the Hermit. So kind of where things are. Also putting us into the Hangman of just thinking about things. If this is where you are, you know, and getting out of your head here and moving into that energy about the changes you want to make, manifesting what you want and moving forward, that is also here. And I think there is definitely a collective that is for. Because when it's coming in, it's because it's for someone. I don't always like bringing in all the messages. But there you go. The bottom of the deck. Very interesting because it is cattle. And it's like responsibilities. It's definitely connecting here around this person. There are cattle here. There's a lot of cattle here. There's 3 right in the front. By the way, as you can see, I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to hold it up for you. We're looking at a 10. Deducing to a 1, of course. A new cycle kind of energy. New beginnings, potential, opportunity, responsibilities. So that could be connecting around this person for sure, and what it is that they're not able to decide between, why things fell apart or haven't been moving forward. And it's definitely about this romance. As you can see, the romance card is here. And that's interesting too. We have 8, which does also, as you can see and as you know, turn into an infinity sign. Cycles, and of course, if you're a twin flame, that's really specific, but it is here. But in our romance card today, there are two birds here, and they're talking like messengers. That's also validating that perhaps for some of you, because just even where it's going, it might be connecting to this other pentacle, might be around a person, commitments, contracts, relationships. They're not always romantic, but it is going there. Wind is here. So I feel like this conversation there's still a conversation to be had. That's probably not super pleasant. Look at how hard these winds are blowing. Like the trees are just like, whew. And it's a 5, and that does connect sometimes with like a conflicting energy change. And it definitely connects me with the 5th chakra, the throat chakra. That's just what it is. It's the air energy. It's clarity in the relationship. It's transactional communication, truth, justice in reverse. So the truth that you've been waiting for and clarity for readiness for the future, where you were, where you're heading, what's going on in the connection, what's going on in their life. Here we go. Look at that eye. So this is, and you can see it's an eye. And that obviously will connect me to the 3rd eye chakra and the way of seeing, because it's an eye, but it's also here with the boat energy. Again, it's more energy around the movement. It's on the water. It's sailboats powered by the wind again. Communication, awareness. And the 3rd eye chakra here is completely here except the moon. Which, by the way, I just really feel that energy here. It's a very strong nocturnal energy, even here in our 2 of Pentacles in reverse. But this eye energy is definitely around, it's for you too, to look closer here whilst in this Hermit energy at the truth. Again, connecting us to the awareness, the self-awareness. Like revealing the truth to yourself about what you want to do. But it's also here around revealing the truth, and it's coming here with boat. And it is around a journey. I feel like a transitional kind of energy and trusting the journey. Crossing into, you could say, like a new territory. You can kind of see the shore, but we also see the boat is here. And there are some, I haven't been able to figure that out if we're looking at sharks or dolphins here, which will make all the difference for you, I feel. A lot of this is about being honest with yourself, the direction you want to go. But a lot of this too is, well, you need this truth revealed. You need this clarity from this person. And if it's going to continue not to come, I do feel like it's already that time. It's already here. Time to get the High Priestess in the upright and trust your intuition and yourself. Because that's a revealing energy. And it's here with this emotional journey, and it's here with needing to reveal and see the truth and around this romance. Just even here in the wind again, which is connected to that air energy, it's communication and clarity, but also with yourself, clarity in the relationship. Let's bring in some channeled love messages. Love messages from your person, from their higher self. Bottom of the deck. I have so many regrets. It's here on the King of Pentacles in reverse. I feel so guilty. It's like it's connecting here with the King of Pentacles in reverse, but also the cattle energy, And that immediately also connects me to, the cattle, they're all together. They're responsible for each other, but being responsible for them. So it does connect to responsibilities, and that could be connecting to some lies that were told or truths that were held back about a particular situation. This is somebody who ran. It says, I was triggered. That Page of Swords energy, by the way, if you are in no contact to whatever degree, that's definitely an energy of somebody holding on to that truth and maybe even looking in on each other, you know. I trust the universe will bring us together. It's the wind, and it went right into romance. We are a fated connection, so we met for a reason energy. Here we go. Look, I'm sorry I lied. Justice in reverse. What is it about? Because it connects to the Death card. Also the Ace of Swords in reverse, so it could be around something they said they'd change or they would change, they didn't change. Also around feelings and future energy. I don't want to lose you forever. It's here on, well, it's actually here with the King of Wands in reverse. That's interesting. Which is your energy, Aries. I have not moved on. I am lying. I'm making a plan to come to you. The Magician, the Chariot. Thinking of you keeps me awake at night. Clearly in their head, but we already know that. In the last message from your person, I'm trying to get over my fear. The romance is right here with our King of Wands in reverse, yet our King of Cups in the upright, around the feelings. Beautiful Aries, thank you so much for joining me today at the Tarot Closet. I'm sending you love, and I'm looking forward to seeing you at another Tarot Closet reading soon.